Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I take my hooded, downturned eyes and make them look lifted and perky. If you have hooded or downturned eyes, you know exactly how tricky it can be to create that lifted, bright-eyed look. But I don't want you to worry because today I'm going to show you all of my top makeup hacks that are going to make your eyes look lifted and open. Let's dive straight in and talk about the importance of priming the lid, especially for those hooded eyes. Hooded eyes, simply put, have more natural folds and skin that overlap the eyelid. Blinking actually causes those folds of skin to rub against each other, and then the eyeshadow has a much easier time of creasing or actually removing throughout the day. Using an eye primer on the lid actually helps create a smooth, even base and prevents the eyeshadow from settling into creases and also helps it to last longer. If you use a primer that has a little bit of color in it, it also enhances the pigment payoff of your eyeshadow. If you're wondering where my eyes focus during the video, I'm actually looking at my 10x mirror. I simply cannot see to put on makeup without it. Today I'm going to use this Meredith Duxbury makeup palette by Morphe. And I'm going to use my Morphe Eye Shaping Essentials Bamboo and Charcoal Infused Eye Brush Set. We're going to stick with the nudes today just because it's going to be something that's universally flattering on almost everybody in everybody's skin tone. With a nude color, I'm going to apply a base coat. A base coat smooths out the texture of the eyelid and it makes it easier for the next color eyeshadow to glide on evenly. Once that is on, we're going to grab a medium brown. I'm going to slowly start to build this up in the outer corner, but have you ever wondered why we do that? Or maybe you've even wondered, why do we use a lighter shade on the inner corner of our eye? The answer lies in the concept of beauty standards. Beauty standards for eye shape varies across cultures and time periods, but certain eye shapes, particularly the almond-shaped eye, are often seen as the ideal in many Western and global beauty standards. You might be thinking, well, that's interesting, but why is that important to me? When you know what shape you're aiming for, you can actually get a lot more efficient with your makeup routine. It's also so much easier to get the right balance for your eye makeup. And balance is exactly why I'm bringing this color up so high. When I look directly ahead in the mirror with a relaxed face, I need to be able to see the color on top of my eye. Bringing the color up high on hooded eyes is a technique used to create the illusion of more lid space and to make the eyes appear larger and more open. So we want to bring that color up high enough to where it can be seen when our face is relaxed. We also want to keep in mind that we're shooting for an almond-shaped eye. Next, I'm going to add eyeshadow on the outside bottom for balance, darkening in on the outer part of the lash line and working the color up a little bit more. Of course, there was no almond available, so I used this oval to illustrate what I'm talking about. Okay, so looking directly ahead in the mirror with a relaxed face, everything should look like it's in balance now. You should be able to see that soft oval shape. Now that you know the shape you're going for, it should be a lot easier to figure out where you need the balance. Let's go ahead and blend out the edges, cleaning our brush in between. Blending on mature eyes can be a nightmare, especially if you're not cleaning your brush in between. Let's go ahead and get this blended out well. Then we'll go ahead and apply a lighter color on the inner eye to help shape it. And finally, we'll talk about the downturned eye part. Next up, let's go ahead and handle that lighter color on the inner eye. I'm going to use a shimmer. You can use a matte if you like, but I love a shimmer even on an older lid because that little bit of shimmer actually makes that movable lid show up a little bit better. The whole reason we put the lighter shade on the inner corners is to make the eyes look more open and elongated. With a hooded eye, you need to bring this up as high as your fold because it's going to end up there anyway, and this way you can blend it out nicely. Now, whether you're using fingers or a brush, continue to blend this over the darker color almost to the outer edge. Lashes on hooded eyes can make a huge difference in how the eyes appear. Keeping that eye shape in mind, we want to enhance the overall eye shape with the lashes. Lashes with a strong curl will open the eye more by lifting the lashes away from the lid, and this will prevent the eyes from looking droopy. I bought some new under lash wispies by Ardell last week, and I'm going to add a couple of those to give this a bigger lifted look. To stay consistent with the shape I'm going for, I'm going to apply 2 wispies on the outside part of the lash line. Now I have the lift, but I also have this soft almond shape still. Next, let's talk about eyeliner. Since there's not much real estate on that top lid, if we add an eyeliner up there, we're actually making that little lid look even smaller. Instead, we'll add a liner underneath. The 2 main ways I like to do this are one with mascara and a flat brush. When I do it this way, I'm applying it to the lash line, not to the waterline. If you don't like your eyeliner migrating to your bottom lash line, you might like that way better. The other way is to tight line with a waterline pencil. Whichever you prefer, now we have a beautiful line. Next, let's talk about the downturned part of the eye. For this, I'm going to use my tiny little double-sided makeup brush by Saint and my French face concealer. Yes, I'm going to use it on my inner eye to brighten, but I'm also going to use this for my final lifting and shaping. I'm carefully avoiding that lower lash line and just coming under it, shaping it the way I want it to be. Then I'll swoop it up for my lift. Always checking in the mirror for that balance and to see if I have enough lift. And then I'll just go back in a little bit at a time until I get the lift I want. Everything's looking really good except for right there. Right where my eyelid points naturally down, I'm going to tap just a little extra there. It's important to note that I have the tiniest bit of concealer on that brush. As the final step, I like to go ahead and overlap my eyeshadow just a tiny bit with a concealer and blend it together. It just gives it the softest, most beautiful look. And here's what it looks like right up close. I sure hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, please give me a thumbs up and a follow, and I'd love to hear where you're watching from. I'm going to hurry through the other side just so you can see how easy this is to put together, and also I want to show you some up-close pictures of this when it's finished. I know I did a lot of explaining, but this is actually a really simple 3-color eyeshadow look. That's it. If you don't have an eyeshadow primer, alternatively, you can use a concealer. However, it will not grip the makeup the same as a primer, and it won't extend the wear. Some of my favorite primers, plus the products that I've used today, are available via the link on screen if you're in the US on a mobile device. If you're outside of the US, please check the description for a full list of products used. Before we wrap it up, I just wanted to tell you that I think hooded eyes are beautiful. Some people do talk about them as if they're problematic, but I do find them very unique and striking. All right, we're almost done, and I wanted to thank you so much for watching. I hope that you love these tips and that you feel more confident in your makeup routine. If you enjoyed the video, of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out on any tips. Let's take one final look at this up really close. Remember, makeup is supposed to be fun, and it's just to enhance the beauty you already have. Thanks for watching.